Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 15 College Football Playoff, the National Championship game. Oh, baby, it's finally here, the very last game of this era. Let me know if you can hear me before we go ahead and get started. It's going to be a fun one as we got number 3 Nebraska taking on number 5 Baylor. It's the last game of the era. The NCAA 14 era has been good to us. We've been on this say for over 2 years, and really almost over 3 years at this point, I believe. And it's great to see. It's great to see a lot of memories. One last ride here. We've got Baylor, Coach Flame, taking on Coach Zach and Nebraska. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. We are moving on to College Football 25. It'll take us a couple of weeks to get on over there, but we will go on there for Season 16. And if you are watching live, please consider dropping that Twitch Prime sub as you help fund the National Championship Trophy and care package that I'll send to either Zach or Flame, the winner of today's game. And join us after this stream. We'll come right back with, we're going to have the raffle reward player as well as the Team of the Year stream. So if you want to help pick the Team of the Year, give out your input, it is welcome, so join us. And then also the transfer portal will debut tonight. You'll have until Saturday night at midnight Eastern, so 9 p.m. my time, tomorrow night, to submit for the transfer portal, and then that will be it. We'll be done until the new game drops and we figure it all out. So we are here, we are ready, we are set, and let's get on into it. The national championship game. Now we have Baylor and Nebraska, two teams who have been to the national championship one time before. Baylor in season 11 lost to Clemson. Nebraska in season 12 lost to Buffalo. So one of these teams is going to be the bride this time. No more bridesmaids. And as always, we're going to go through both entire rosters. I already know jersey setups and what they want to wear. So let's get on into it. For Baylor, led by quarterback Clinton Sanders, what a year he's had. We didn't know how he would play. Really a kind of a new era, new starter here for Baylor. But Clinton Sanders has been above and beyond, and he's one of the front runners for this team for the cover athlete of season 16. At running back, Niall Sheethers, the SFA player, he has been incredible as well. See if he carries the load today. Paul Hayes, you'll see him all over the field as the fullback. Their wide receivers, DJ Weber, he is the X factor here. He is the bomb threat. He is the yam guy to watch. You got Brandon Edwards, he makes some phenomenal plays. Mike Brown over the middle. Justin Jansen as well had a couple big ones. And you might see SFA player Solo Tippins. At tight end, Trent Mills, the best player on this team, and Clyde Starr, the transfer from Stanford, the SFA player. And here's the line, one of the best lines in the country. Monroe Rosecrans is an SFA player. You've got Roosevelt Givens, an SFA player, and James Miller on that right side. And on defense, you got Drew Coley, Nick Bratton, and in the middle, Sean Phillips has all these awards, including Keith Cronin, who's the transfer from Tennessee. Linebacker Nate Wise, he got an interception against Texas. Jack Kearney, the SFA player. You'll also see Boyd play a lot. And Brady Davis. Their corners, Chris Gay, Casey Kelly, and Victor Wilson. And out back, you got Josh White and Brian Chase, who's a massive hitter. You'll see him all over the field as well. Their kicker is Lewis Bullock Jr. He's 22 of 30 on the year, an absolutely electric year for him. 99 accuracy, 81 power. And as we go look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers, what a year it has been for Coach Zach. The ups, the downs, and everything in between. You got Julius Swain here, the quarterback. No turnovers in the semifinal. So we'll see if he can keep another clean sheet today. Both these teams have frankly dominated their last two rounds, but Baylor had a close one against Cincinnati, and then they both have won their other games pretty handedly. So we'll see what happens. These have been easily the two best teams of the postseason. Brandon Adams, an elite talent. Sam Bray, wide receiver. Arian Green Davis, 99 speed. He plays in the slot and returns kicks. You got Washiko Johnson, the SFA player on the outside, and Bobby Williams as well. You also see Richard Robinson make some plays. At tight end, we got Casey Colvin. And they have just as good of a line. Pat Malaholo, SFA player. You've got Lawson here who's hurt, so it's going to be Regis Willingham, the SFA player. John Abrams, Nick Gallagher, and Justin Martin. On defense, Mark Jones had an electric year. Or no, that wasn't Mark Jones. It was Jeremy Long. Jeremy Long had an insane game. He had like 7 TFLs in the last game against Fresno State. We'll see if he can do it again. And in the middle, the SFA players, you got Ping Mayorga and Doug Duthie. At linebacker, Jerome Everclear, SFA guy. Jakeem Bobo and Jacob Phillips. And out wide, it was Quentin Appleby in the semifinals. He was the elite guy. Chase Boggs, we've yet to really see him step up here. Is today the day? Is the Natty his game? He has 3 live pick sixes this year. We'll see if he can get another. Stephen Moore is hurt, so it will be Tubby Page, the SFA player, in the slot. And Jarrett Holmes. And out back, you got Davion Tart, transfer from Old Dominion. And Blair Olson. Their kicker is freshman Dustin Mathis. Great power, meh accuracy, but he's 17 for 21, so something's working for him. And that's going to do it here. We are almost ready to rock and roll here in the Season 15 National Championship game. Glad you guys are here. Let's get into some predictions. So get your Bob and us set. Let's get them rolling. We've got, let's see, who wins? We got Nebraska. Do you have the Cornhuskers or do you have the Baylor Bears? We got 2 minutes on the clock. Get those Bob and us rolling. Let's get it going, folks. Thanks for joining us. I know everybody's hyped about College Football 25. This is going to be the last game we ever play on NCAA 14 Revamped. It's been one hell of a ride. I've put, I would say, about 10,000 hours into this game in the last 11 years. And I've loved every second of it. So, love this game. Cannot wait, though, for the future here and what's to come next week. So, we got my thumbnail rocking, and for jerseys, we already know what the matchup's going to be. We know that Zach's going to wear the all blacks from the black shirts. All year he's worn black shirts either away or home. And then for Baylor, he's going to wear the whites. We're going to go the 2018 whites. Or he just wants white and then 2018 white. Or are we going to go all 2018 whites? Can you confirm, Flame, if this is correct? The gold sleeves. We got a lot of people in here. Let's see what you guys say. Can't choose who I want to win. I don't either. Baylor, it's a long time coming. But Nebraska, the ups and downs of the season have been incredible. I completely agree with you here. I mean, whoever wins this game, there's a great narrative. There's nobody who's just clearly Mickey Mouse. I thought you said white. 2018 white helmet. Let me find his chat. Or Flame said yes, so we're good to go. Just going to wait for this to roll out. I'm going to open up my drink here. And as always, guys, check out Home Field Apparel. 15% off using code SFA. They just released NAU. The Lumberjacks from Northern Arizona. Oh my god. Why are they making this so difficult to open? Gotta get my energy here. But very, very interesting here on paper. 91 versus 90. These teams are both in the Big 12. They have not played this year. This was the projected Big 12 championship. It never came to fruition. So let's see what happens here. We are in the Natty. The last game of the NCAA 14 era is on their way. Now, historically, the national championship has not lived up to the hype. We often see multi-score games. Last season was arguably one of the better natties we've had when ECU won by 2 scores. So we'll see what happens. We are here in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis for the Season 15 National Championship game, the last game of the NCAA 14 era between Coach Flame and Coach Zach. They've even got all the standings popped. Here we go, folks. We've got the CFP on the field. It is for real. Number 3, number 5 in Indy. Doesn't get better than this. We've had some national championships here. We've had a lot of them anytime Ohio State's been the #1 seed. So, and it's going to be Baylor. They want the ball. They want the ball, and they're going to score. So we are off here in the Season 15 National Championship game. Cornhuskers, Baylor. Baylor takes the rock first. Let's have a good one, folks. College Football 25 launches on Monday. We're wrapping it up right at the right time. Clinton Sanders at quarterback, under center. Here we go. They're going to audible. He loves to do these. Into the pistol here. First play, it's a handoff to Niall Sheethers. He gets the edge. There goes Niall. A big chunk play to start us out. So it's been a heavy pass for Baylor the last 2 games against Tennessee and Texas. Sheethers was incredibly important in that Cincinnati game. Will this be the game of Niall Sheethers? Deep drop here and they hit him over the middle. Another big play. It's Trent Mills. He's been fantastic at tight end for them. 1st and 10 already, 2 plays across the 50. Delayed give here, broken tackle, another broken tackle for Niall. And he gets maybe 1. So Baylor coming out in stride. Nebraska, maybe the lights are a bit too bright. Across the 50 now, 2nd and 9. Delayed handoff to Niall. He breaks another tackle, and he gets 1. If I'm Nebraska, I'd be worried about these early missed tackles. But it's going to be a 3rd and long now. What's the play call here for Flame? Deep drop here over the middle. Wide open, man. There he goes. Mike Brown for 24. Just plenty of time, and that's going to be a problem on both sides. These offensive lines are elite. It's almost impossible to generate pass rush against these coaches. This is Baylor's and Coach Flame's 7th appearance in the CFP, his first time being in the national championship. For Zach, it's his 2nd CFP appearance and first time. So here comes Sanders, threatening the red zone, opening possession, dumps that short to Brown. It's going to be 1. So a 3-for-3 start here for Sanders. He starts out empty. Clyde Starr checks in the slot with those black sleeves. Man in motion, it's DJ Weber. They hand it off to him. The lead back, and he is pushed down. Negative yardage there. Big play by Mark Jones. These edge rushers for Nebraska, although not elite on paper, have been incredible in this run for them. They've had one of the best second half of a season you've ever seen. So 3rd and 11 here now for the Baylor Bears. They're going to audible once again. Mike Brown, top of your screen. What is the call? Quick throw. Looks at the option. He's going to throw. It's Chase Boggs! No! He goes the other way and they trip him up. Trent Mills saves the touchdown. But there he is. Boggs makes his presence known on the opening possession. One of the players of the year does it again in the biggest moment. So here comes Nebraska now for their opening play. Swain under center, that's Brandon Adams. And this team loves to run the football. Julius Swain will do it himself. He'll hand it to Brandon Adams. They typically, how they like to open a game is maybe a 9-1 split for the run pass. So we'll see if they follow that here today. 2nd and 5 now. They're going to audible. Handoff again. Swain keeps this one, and he's going to spin past everybody. A nice 17-yard. The acceleration there for Swain was elite. This game is already all gas, no brakes, folks. Cannot believe Chase Boggs makes the play. First and 10, split backs. Gonna be a handoff here. He finds a little bit of a hole, and it's Maurice Smith for 4. So mistakes could be what decide a game like this. Baylor now on their back foot. Safety coming on down. That's White. They blitz him. Free blitzers. Oh, they called a screen. What a call. It's Brandon Adams in the open field. There he goes. Oh, he runs over a man. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They take the lead in the Natty. Brandon Adams does it himself. The perfect play call. And they capitalize to perfection. Look at the lineman. Get out there and throw a block. The perfect start for the Cornhuskers. And will it be a storybook ending here today? Craziest season in SFA history for a singular program. Here is the kickoff for the Baylor Bears. They've just been punched in the mouth, something that hasn't really happened to them since that Cincinnati game in the opening round. They dominated Tennessee. They dominated Texas. So how will Clinton Sanders respond? He's thrown 2 picks in each of the last games, but he's had a comfortable lead. Now they're down. So here's the first play. Man in motion, that's Trent Mills. Handoff here, Niall Sheethers. He stiffies Boggs, and he only gets 5. And there's the record breaking the all-time great, the SFA Hall of Famer, Marcus Lattimore's record. Unbelievable. 2nd and 5 now. Clinton Sanders in shotgun. Man in motion. They're stacking that box here even though they're spread out. Another handoff here to Sheethers. He cuts inside. Finds some room. Oh, and he's tripped up by Jakeem Bobo. That run had eyes for the end zone. What a start here in the Natty. They hurried up now under center. First and 10 now here for the Baylor Bears. Give me a handoff to Sheethers, and he's blown up. Another big play in the backfield by Mark Jones. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here. We've already out to a massive start here. Under center now. 7 in the box. Quick throw for Sanders. Out wide. That could have been another one. The drop pick for the Corn. Third and 13 now for your Baylor Bears. Deep drop. They're going to do a screen themselves. They got Sheethers out in open space. He has a lot of room. There he goes. Can they catch him? Yes, they do. 37. What a play. The screen working kind of on both sides. Baylor has a love-hate relationship. Man in motion, they're hurrying it up now, threatening the red zone, trying to tie this game up. It's an all-out blitz. They run the screen again to perfection. It's Sheethers down the sideline. He's pushing down at the 1. Baylor knocking on the doorstep, a very quick response. This is something they've done all CFP long. Anytime somebody scores, they respond very quickly with a touchdown. First and goal now. Handoff here to Sheethers. Up the gut. Touchdown, Baylor. We got a tie game. Mango, I'd have to dig for that, but I do have all the logos. It's just some of them may not be, like, the highest quality PNGs. So I'd have to dig, but... For me, I love the Martin Black logo. So 7-7 here early on. We'll see Nebraska, really their first full drive. They capitalized, got 7 off the turnover. I guess that's a full drive. It was just a big play. So 4 wide here for Julius Swain. Makes an adjustment now. 4-man rush. Swain takes off, and he trips over his own feet. He goes down. That's going to be a sack. He couldn't escape. Nate Wise tripped him up there. The chop block worked too well for the offensive lineman. So 2nd and 15 now for Nebraska. We're starting to settle in now. A lot of press. Got to watch out there, but Swain keeps it. What a block there on the outside. And Swain gets 11. Wide receiver springing Swain right there. And it's 3rd down and short. 3rd and 4. Swain keeps it. He's pushing, and he's going to be short. Big stop there from the Baylor Bears. They're going to be forcing the punt unless they get very aggressive here on the punt team. No, they will not fake this. So, nice stop there for Baylor. Boggs there. Can't get to him. Victor Wilson brings him down. All right, Baylor scored in their last drive. The first drive, they drove into the red zone. So, Baylor's been able to move the ball well. Can they do it again? Full out press across the board. Watch out for the Yam. They hand this off to Sheathers. He gets a hole. There's a big run. He has the lead blocker. Can they get him? Sheathers! Yes, finally tracked down by Quentin Appleby. Already 93 yards for the running back. Big play is living large here in the Natty. Excellent blocking, excellent speed. And they're immediately back inside the 10. Sanders moves back to shotgun. Hands it off again to Sheathers. Up the gut. Stiffies a man. Gets 4. Nebraska has to settle down here. They got to be able to get off these blocks. You got to call out these linebackers. Jakeem Bobo, Jerome Everclear, Phillips. Cannot let Sheathers get this free. So I form now. 2nd and goal. And it's we got a QB sneak. We don't see that too often here. I think we've seen that maybe once or twice in SFA history. So here we go. 3rd down and goal. The handoff. Sheathers up the gut. Touchdown, Baylor. They take the lead. The blue square giving us a little dust in there. They give us maybe our 2nd, 3rd QB sneak ever called here. Very rare indeed. So Baylor takes the lead. This is 14 unanswered now. On the back of Niall Sheathers. So Nebraska now has their back against the wall. You don't want to go down by 2 scores in the Natty. Some great blocking, and Green Davis trips up. He has the speed to make that tutty, but he kind of choked. All right, failure of a drive on the last one. We'll see if Swain can lock in. Maybe a quick throw into the dirt. Not sure what was happening there. Miscommunication with Brandon Adams. Once again, Nebraska kind of feeling lost right now. Split backs. Triple option, flips it out to Adams. He has some room, and he gets hit hard by Brian Chase. Well, a strong safety. So 3rd and 3 now here for Nebraska. really need to keep this drive alive. A punt here would be horrible. Swain, he's going to throw it. Plenty of time over the middle. Hits his man. And it's a hang on from Washiko. What a play. The SFA player making a splash. Only the third pass thrown here the first quarter. They're across the 50. Johnston in motion. Swain keeps it, and he's hit hard. Doesn't look like Baylor's going to let Swain beat him today as he's brought down by Kearney, the only SFA player on this defense. So it looks like the final play here of the first quarter. Swain throws it deep, hits his man. Oh, what a hit! But Bobby hangs on. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. What a first quarter. We've had a bit of everything. We had a pick, a couple big plays. So 1st and 10 now here. They're threatening the red zone. Swain hands it off to Adams. He does his best. Maybe gets 2. Baylor is just sloshing the rock right now. The pursuit. 2nd and 8 now here for the Corn. 3-man rush. Another run from Adams and nowhere to go. Could be a 3rd medium now. Like, it looks like there's a massive hole there, but it just closes right up. So 3rd down for Nebraska. See if they have some magic in them here. 2 backs. Man in motion. Gonna be a screen again, and they can't get their balls on the ground! They pick it up! But that may have pushed them out of field goal range. And that's Nick Bratton, the edge rusher. And they will bring out the field goal unit. This is risky. 52 yards from right hash. The kick is up. And it's no good for the Corn. Just left. So Baylor takes over. They threw a pick and initially thought it was going to be all Nebraska. But Baylor has locked in. The handoff here to Sheethers. He falls forward now. Second and 3 here. Sanders under center. 4 wide. Man in motion, it's Trent Mills. And finally, there's Nebraska. Tubby Page makes the play. We know this team can play better in the run defense. Already over 100 yards, though, for Nile. 3rd and 2. Out empty here for Sanders. 4-man rush. He has time. Yams that one, and it's a completion. Mike Brown again. Finds the soft spot in that zone. Boggs couldn't quite get there. 1st down. Welcome in, Coach Eisen. It's a great game. Been very back and forth. Nebraska, though, is kind of on their back foot. Baylor has the momentum. Man in motion now. It's Mills to the backfield. They hand it off to Sheethers. Big hole up the gut. This game's going to be over in a hurry if they don't figure out this run defense. 1st and 10 now. Hand off to Sheethers again. Another big run, and Davion Tart meets him. If your safeties are lenient tackles, you're in for a bad time. Is Niles averaging 9 a carry today. But is that an injury? Oh, no. No, not like this. Okay, Sheethers is out there. We're fine, we're fine. 2nd and 1. Trips right. Another handoff. It's a counter. There goes Sheathers inside the 5. Nile having his way with the Cornhuskers. Can they punch it in to take a 2-score lead here in the Natty? The fullback dive goes nowhere. Blair Olson on the tackle. Second and goal. Going out empty, or out wide. 4 wide. Second and goal. Sheathers, they fake it. To the end zone, open man, that's a touchdown! Mike Brown, nobody covered him! The defense got faked out of their shoes. Nobody covered Mike Brown. And Nebraska getting cooked here in the Natty. 21 unanswered. Man, I don't know, guys. You guys are all saying Nile cover athlete. He didn't show up in 2 games. Well, we'll have to we'll look at the stats, but here's Arian Green Davis. He angles that outside, please. He gets 35. Arian Green Davis should have like 6 kick return for touchdowns. He just never finds the right hole. Split backs here for Nebraska. They fake them here this time. He flips it out. There's Adams. He gets a big play. Can't break the tackle, but big play nonetheless. They're running hurry up now. Down 2 scores. Split backs. Bring a blitz. Swain takes off. He finds the edge, and he breaks one. He's still going, and he slides. Another nice play. No, this team can score in a hurry. Both these teams can. Both these teams can just yam it deep any play they want. Or run it. That missed field goal definitely hurt on the last drive, but 1st and 10 inside the 35. Swain takes off again. He finds the hole, and he gets 5. A little under halfway through the second quarter here in the Season 15 National Championship in Indianapolis. Bring a blitz. Swain, he has time. He's going to take off again. There's nobody, not even a spy. That's another big gain. Baylor just getting cooked now on D. 1st and 10 for Nebraska. Inside the 20. Man in motion, that's Robinson. They're going to hand it off to him. The wide receiver. He stiffies a man. Gets 9. Second and 1 now here inside the 10. Nebraska trying to get back into this game. It's going to be a screen pass to Adams. They get it out to him. But a big play there from the defender. It's the safety. He blew up that screen in a hurry. Looked like it was going to be a touchdown. Screen pass being heavily used by both teams so far. So 3rd down now for Nebraska. Back to the split backs. Going to be another pass. Swain to the end zone. Open man. Touchdown, Bobby Williams. Did he step out? I don't think so. Back within a score. Looked like we might have had an illegal touching, but no. He stayed in bounds there. What a play. And what a throw from Swain, laying that over the defender to where Bobby Williams could grab it. Do not count out Nebraska, folks. We're in for a long slugfest. So we got 3.5 minutes here now. Baylor will get the ball after halftime. Or no, it will be Nebraska. Nebraska gets the ball. Sanders hasn't done much here in the second quarter. Welcome in, Pizza. Having a lovely game here. So 2 tight ends. Crowd getting into it now. Fans that traveled from Nebraska, definitely closer for Nebraska fans. And a broken play. Sanders goes down. He ran right into Clyde Starr. Not sure what happened there. Second and 14 now. So they're going to hand it off to Sheathers. He gets to the outside, and Appleby makes the play. He gets 5. So it'll be a 3rd and long now. Already 150 on the ground here for Sheathers. Unbelievable. 3rd down for Baylor. Sanders drops back. He has the time. No, he runs out. He gets the ball out, but it's incomplete. 4th down. So all of a sudden now Nebraska, they have the momentum. Oh man, this is going to be a good one. I can feel it. Our last game of the NCAA 14 era. Nebraska on the return. Green Davis goes down. They're calling this a fumble. Wait a second. Are we going to get a review? There's no way this is a fumble, right? Here's the booth review. Yeah, he's down by a million. What do we got? SEC refs in here? I don't know what's happening. Or as Dogwater would say, the North Texas refs. So Swain now gonna yam that one, and he finds his man, Washiko Johnston. First and 10 here. Cross the 50 already. Richard Robinson in motion, and that is brought down immediately. What a start for Bratton. 4 TFLs, 2 sacks here in the Natty. He is cooking tonight. Second and 13 now. About 2 minutes left. Hand off to Brandon Adams. He's stuffed in the backfield. Brought down by Jack Kearney, the SFA player. Brandon Adams not able to find much room here tonight. And the defense calling a timeout. Interesting tactic by Flame. He wants the ball back. Banking on his defense. Here we go. 2 minutes. It's a screen pass to Adams. Can they sure this one up? Yes, they do. They got burnt once. Aren't going to get burnt twice. It's 4th down. See what the punt unit comes up with here. Nebraska trying to maintain this 1-score deficit as they head to halftime, get the ball after. Here comes Baylor now, looking for a score. They got 1 timeout. They have plenty of time. Great power kicker. Sanders, deep drop here. Plenty of time over the middle. That was risky, but connects with Brown. Brown's been the go-to guy today. Already his 5th catch. We haven't seen much from Edwards or Weber, surprisingly. 2nd and 2 here. Hits him over the middle once again. A nice little 6-yard gain for Mills. They're hurrying it up now. 1st and 10. Plenty of time for Sanders yet again. He's yamming this one deeper. First yam of the game. And it tipped away by Blair Olson. Second and 10 now here for Baylor. They're taking their chances. Edwards in motion. Time again, floats that. There's Weber. He breaks a tackle and brought down by Bobo, but no face mask call as they hurry this up. Complain to the rest, but no call. First down. Quick throw over the middle. That's going back to Weber. He gets maybe 3. Clock continues to run as they hurry this up. Second and 7. Mills in motion. Just across the 50. Sanders, quick throw again, and this time he's speared by Davion Tart. Third and 7. Safety coming on down. We're out empty. Sanders, free blitzer, floats it, hits his man, and dropped. Appleby knocks it out. Back-to-back drops here for Baylor. Ends the drive. Oh, it's a fake punt here in the natty. Baylor pulling out the trickery. He yams it and he's short. Casey Kelly makes the play, but he's short of the line to gain. The blue square has blessed us in our final game. The blue square has his fingers all over this matchup, folks. First and 10 now. Escapes for Swain. Up the gut. First down. I'll be honest, that was probably one of the better throws we've seen today. That was not a wobbler. That was beautiful as we get a false start. Oof. So back them up now. This game is chaos. Chaos everywhere. First and 15. Dumps this short. That's Robinson. He gets 4. Second 11, got 25 seconds left. Down 7. Nebraska find a gift. To the corner. That's not going to do you much. Green Davis, welcome to the game, son. Third down here for the Corn. 4-man rush. Swain hits him. What a throw. Stays in bounds. Drive continues. They got to hurry this up. No, they used the final timeout. Interesting decision there. Swain now to the end zone. Open man! Arian Green Davis on your dome. Shades of Sawyer Rationelli. And we got a tie ball game, folks. Flame cannot believe it. He's getting PTSD from the Washington game all those years ago. Thank you, Mango. Finally. So, back where we started, folks. A half of football left. The fake punt leads to a freebie. 9 seconds left. Is Baylor going to run a real play? It looks like it. They'll probably just hand it off to Sheathers. Star in motion. Yep, they will. I'll get them 6. They're not going to call the timeout. Oh my God. Hold the phone. As we hit halftime, we got 10 subs for Eisen. Oh my God, thanks, buddy. We got 10 gifted subs. Thank you. As we are here at halftime, it's a 0-0 game again, 21-21. It has been a brilliant first half. Coach Eisen, man. Congrats if you got a sub, folks. That is nutty. And those subs are going to be useful because I'm going to be streaming all next week. Like, I'm not even joking. I'll be streaming like 12 hours a day, playing head-to-head with you guys, going into Dynasty, and Cryo adds 5. My God. Coach Cryo never going to be one-upped. Thank you, thank you. You guys are going to gift more subs than we have viewers. Bang! Absolutely. As we look at time of possession, I mean, how does, like, the time possession has to be broken here, right? The 24 minutes, there's only 18 minutes in that first half. Blue square coming in hot tonight. Exactly. Get that Prime sub in, folks, as you'll be ad-free for when I lose by 50 to Dogwater next week. Thank you guys for the gifted subs. You're absolute legends. As we've got 18 minutes left in the NCAA 14 era. Oh my God. All right, how does Nebraska respond now? They get the ball. They were down 2 scores at one point. They're playing fast and loose. Swain now, he doesn't pitch it. He goes down in the backfield. And folks, we're up to a record now, subscribers at one time. We're at 55 right now. Unreal. You guys are going to allow us to get either Zach or Flame a really nice trophy, really nice care package sent to him. So thank you, thank you. Trips left here for Nebraska, 2nd and long. Hits Washiko Johnston, big hit from Brian Chase. So nice throw there to Washiko. Man, I'm getting nervous, and I'm not even coaching anymore. I'm just sitting here up in the booth. Might be one of the closer natties we've had. 3rd and 2. In the pistol. No, they're into the shotgun. Swain, what's the call? Man in motion, that's Williams. They hand it off to Adams, and he goes nowhere! A pack of bears up the gut. Yep, right after this, Tribe's right. We'll be back streaming the raffle player and then also Team of the Year selection if you want to be involved with picking. And then Transfer Portal will release tonight. Don't wait up for it. Like I have to go through. I have to completely wrap up the season, stat tracking on the back end, and then I have to find all the juniors leaving. I have to find the recruits finishing or where they're all going. And then I'll push out the transfer portal. So, a lot happening tonight. And then VOD and highlights from this game as well. All right, what does Sanders have in store for us now? He yams it deep, first play! 50-50, tipped away by Olsen and Tart. Nebraska defending the Yam with their life tonight. They may not be defending the run, but they're defending the pass as Tubby Page lets up a banger to DJ Weber. Man, DJ Weber, I'm daring to say, might be the best Baylor receiver we've ever seen. And guys like Stedman Bailey have worn his jersey. We had early season Chet Doge in this jersey. DJ Weber has been incredible for this team. All right, 1st and 10 now. Bring a blitz, picked up. Hits Sheathers out of the backfield, and he gets about 9 as they cross the 50. Baylor was up 21-7. They've kind of stalled out a few drives in a row. Had the questionable fake punt. And no, Weber's out of the game! No. Their best receiving target out. 2nd and 1 now. Sheathers to the outside. And he somehow gets the first. 2 quarters, I mean, maybe if this game goes to OT, but DJ Weber being out might be the end. Oh, my. 1st and 10 now. And Sanders goes down. That's Tubby Page. As we got a level 3 hype train. Let's go. 15 subs. Absolutely incredible. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody's following, stay tuned. Our biggest streaming week of all time will be next week. So 2nd and long now here for the Baylor Bears. Inside the 40. Handoff to Nile. And he gets maybe 4. Bang! Yui again. Let's go. Thank you, Yui. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all your help in the sports book this year. He's got 3rd and 9. Sanders. Drop back. 4-man rush. Yams that to the corner, and it's broken up. It's Blair Olsen again. Blair Olsen having the game of his life today as they bring out the field goal unit. This will be a, what is this, a 38-yarder from left hash. Take the lead. It's good. Boggs got domed. Saving the first there. Chase Boggs is about to be put in a highlight reel. So 24-21 is your score. Nebraska getting the ball back here about halfway through the 3rd quarter now. Swain drops back, delivers a strike to Green Davis. Doesn't get much, though. Flame, so it said he's out 2 quarters. So, hold on. We got, remember, folks, you can play, you can make changes. So, you want, where do you want him? Because Weber is now out for 2 quarters. He might come back, so we're going to leave him in the 1 spot. He might come back later in the game, like very, very end. Do you want him, Brandon Edwards to the 1, Brown to the 2, and do you want Tippins in the 3? And Jansen to the 4? Where do you want him, Flame? Where do you want him? Because right now, 1, 2, Jansen is in the slot. We're waiting for Flame here to make his play call. Tippins at 3. Okay, so we're going to switch. Sometimes it lets me do it, sometimes it doesn't. So now I'm going to have to go here. Am I going to be able to do this? That's the question. Depth chart. It's always a bit funky trying to get these changes done. I can't do it now, so I have to wait. I have to wait till after this play. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Brandon Adams. He switches field, breaks a tackle. Big play from Adams, and he gets 11. Okay. So I should be able to switch it now. So we're going to put Tippins at the 3. We'll put Jansen at the 4. All right. Make sure I don't mess this up. This is my biggest task in SFA history, not messing this up in the natty. All right, sim, watch play. Here we go. We should be good now. All right, we are back. Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Swain over the middle, and he dumps that off to Brandon Adams. He gets about 6. So 2nd and 4 now. They're going to flip the play. Green Davis. Hand off to Adams again. And a big play there in the middle. Nice stop there from, I believe that was Phillips. Third and 2. Hand off to Adams, and he stopped! Baylor once again getting a nice run game stop on third down. That's twice this half. Lucky the Nebraska defense has been showing up, but if Baylor starts scoring, as we're approaching that moment here where you got about maybe 10, 12 minutes left. You got these possessions start shortening. You don't have a lot of time. And Solo Tippins, the guy we put in, has dread, so he's not out there right now. Hand off here to Sheathers. Nebraska is really shoring him up here. Dropped his average from 9 to 8.2. Congratulations. 2nd and 7 now. Tippins in the slot. You can see with the dreads. Fakes the handoff to Sheathers. Hits the throw. It's Solo! Tippins with a big play on his first catch. Flame may have just done it. The ultimate coach with the ultimate play call. Is this going to be enough? Is Tippins going to make the difference? The SFA player, the freshman. 1st and 10 now. They're throwing it again. Deep drop for Sanders. He has some time. Floaties, and that's going to be dropped. Oh, Jacob Phillips had a chance. He had a pick 6 in the Big 12 championship. 2nd and 10 now. It's going to be Sanders in the run game. That's not his forte, and he goes down. Tart with a big hit. Unable to force the ball loose. Nebraska is starting to fish here. They want a turnover. This is a very turnover-happy defense. They already got one. Can they get another? 3rd and 12 for the Bears. Sanders. Sanders floats it to the outside, and that's out of bounds. Nebraska gets the stop. Fourth and 12 now. Nebraska on the return. This game tightening up, folks. Only 3 points scored in the second half thus far. 24-21, Baylor on top. Maybe offsides there, but they hand it to Brandon Adams. No flag. And Nebraska having a tough time on the ground today. Normally they don't. Brandon Adams, not much room. Pretty much all their running game has been from Swain. Safety coming down. 2nd and 9. Quick option. That goes nowhere. It's Brady Davis. Another 3rd and long. And if Nebraska wants to win this game, it might be on the arm of Swain. He's done it before. Can he do it again? 3rd and 12. Swain drops back the corner blitz. He escapes it. He throws a dinker. His 2nd incompletion of the day. It's a 3 and out. Baylor's coming after this one now. They're not going to get there. They're gearing up for a return now. Victor Wilson here gets maybe 8. 10 minutes left here in the NCAA 14 era. Who will walk out as champion? Who's getting the cover athlete? Who's getting the care package? Sheathers gets 1. 165 on the ground for Nile. The majority of that in the first half. 2nd and 9. Mills in motion. Sanders drops back again. Yams this one deep open, man! Down the sideline, broken tackle. Boggs saves the tutty. Mike Brown again. It's been his game today, folks. The Yam connects. Inside the red zone, Baylor can take a 2-score lead. Sanders dumps this off to Niall. Page spins him down for 9. And that's going to do it, folks. The final quarter of Season 15, the NCAA football era here in the SFA. Oh, baby. 3-point game. Baylor knocking on the door. Nebraska has to come up with something here. They got to get a stop. 9 minutes left. Empty for Sanders. They're going to audible. Clyde Starr to running back. The SFA player. They're going to give it to him. And he goes nowhere. What are we doing? The transfer from Stanford getting a carry. Here in the Natty, when you have Niall Sheathers going for 160. 3rd and 5. Blue square giving us beautiful send-off here. 3rd down here for the Baylor Bears. Sanders drops back. He has the time. He yams that, and that's a first. Mike Brown again. All day long. First and goal. Gonna be a throw from Sanders. Dumps that backwards. Risky business for Niall. Lost 6 on that play. Not sure what the plan was there. So the Baylor getting maybe a little too cute here around the goal line. This could be interesting because Baylor touchdown might cement this. 2nd and goal. Sanders, he's sacked! Back it up, Baylor. The corn is not going down without a fight. Third and goal now from the 18. Nebraska desperate for a stop. Sanders, quick throw. He's hit again! 4th down. Here comes a field goal kicker to put him up 6. From right hash, 35 yards. And it's good! 27-21. Nebraska got the stop. The defense showed up. Can the offense generate something? No points here in the second half today. They've got to find a way to generate offense through the air. Adams and Swain are not cutting it themselves. First and 10 here for Julius Swain. All out blitz. He throws it. Oh, that was it. Chase may have just fumbled a natty. You cannot give him more chances. Quick option. He puts it on the turf. Baylor has it. There it is. Julius Swain. And Chase gets his redemption. Baylor takes over. A score could do it. Sanders over the middle. That's Edwards, his first touch of the day. We know how this story goes. Nebraska, the season of redemption. Even when it seemed like it's over, they still crawl back. We'll see if they can do it one more time. Hand off to Sheathers. He has some room. He gets brought down. First and goal. And we have Baylor on the other side. Coach Flame, notorious for choking. This is not over till it hits triple zeros. Star in motion. First and goal. Hand off to Niall. Niall! Can't get there. Second and goal here for the Baylor Bears. Can they punch it home? Mills in motion. They're going to throw it on the goal line. Sanders, he goes down. Just run it, man. What are you doing? Flame getting cutesy. Third and goal now for Nebraska. They come out in shotgun. 4 wide. Third and goal. Man in motion, it's Mills. Trips left. Sanders gonna throw it. Sanders has time. Delivers a strike. It is tipped away. Page could have gotten the pick. And they're going for it! What are you doing? No! Stop! Call a timeout! No, they're doing it! No! Sanders to the end zone! Touchdown, Baylor! Ball's in the throw, Baylor! They hit the jugular! It's Mike Brown! Puts them up 2 scores! You could have just kicked the field goal. What just happened? Here's the return now. Baylor up 13. I cannot believe my eyes. Five minutes, 30 seconds left. Does Nebraska have a miracle? They still have time. They need a touchdown and utilize those timeouts. They yam this one. He hits them. Oh, it's tipped away. Williams couldn't bring it in. Second and 10. Swain, he takes off. Swain gets maybe 5. It's going to be a third down. The last 5 minutes here in NCAA 14. Dumps this off. He hits his man. Got to make a play, and he doesn't. Fourth down here for Nebraska. And they're punting. No! I'm so sorry, Zach. The dream is over. Now they got to make a play on defense. In Baylor, they can start to taste it a little bit. Tied with Oklahoma for the most CFP appearances in SFA history at 7. Oklahoma has 2 national championships. Baylor has 0. They've been to the big dance once, got domed by Clemson. Flame returns, and he is 4.5 minutes away from his crowning moment, his crowning achievement. Baylor was the presumptive #1 team in the land, but they got locked out of the Big 12 championship game. Sheathers takes this one, and he gets hit hard. He gets 9. They hurry this one up. 4th down, or 3rd and 1. I hate that they hurry it up just to sit here for 20 seconds. But this is last hope for Nebraska, folks. They got to get a stop here. Game on the line for the Corn. They hand it off. He keeps it. It's Sanders, and he gets there. Big Red can't believe it. They're going to have to start using the timeouts now. We got some Wildcat here. Niall Sheether's in at quarterback. Wildcat here for Flame. He hands this one off, and that goes nowhere for Wesley East. What a name, Wesley East. 34-21. Sanders here. 2nd and 14. He's going to hand this one off. And he's stuffed in the backfield. Here come the timeouts. Third down for Baylor. They hand it off to Sheethers to the outside. And he's tripped up by Boggs. Nebraska will get their chance. It's not a great chance, but it's there. Angling this towards the sideline will be returnable for Arian Green Davis. Nebraska on their last legs. The storybook ending hanging in the balance. Swain over the middle, and hospital ball brought in by Bobby. They got to hurry it up. They got to score quickly, as quick as possible. Swain only gets 2. Not looking good. Got to get some chunk plays here. They hurry it up. 3rd and 4. Yams is deep. He hits him in the hospital ball. Oh, Washiko couldn't bring it in. What a hit. Fourth down for Nebraska. Swain floats it. That's a first. They hurried up across the 50. Free rusher, he gets this out of the way. We're 90 seconds left in the NCAA 14 era, folks. Cherish it while it lasts. Across the 50, it's a screen pass here to Adams. They scored on this earlier, and he gets 5. They got to hurry it up now. 3rd down again. Swain drops back. Only a 4-man rush. He has some time. He yams it deep to the corner. It's late and out of bounds. It's 4th down again. Baylor can end it. Swain hits him. Hits Green Davis. That's a first. They got to hurry it up. Quick option. Yams that out of bounds. Nebraska doing what they can. They're not, it's not out of the woods yet, folks. Baylor. Don't think you realize what they've done in the past. 2nd and 10. Yamming it right. Nebraska. Nebraska, Swain. And, oh, what are we doing? Come on. I'm trying to hype you up here. 3rd down again. Swain steps up. Swain hits from behind. It's a fumble. Baylor picks it up. It's Nate Wise. And the Baylor faithful can celebrate. "56 seconds left, and it's victory formation. Coach Flame. Finally, the longest tenured coach not named Fink or TC. The OG. And as we hit triple zeros here in season 15, Coach Flame finally does it. The longest tenured coach since before we even had SFA players. He suffered through the sim matchup era. He suffered through the days of the Big 12 dominance. He suffered through 6 other appearances that ended in disaster in the CFP. And he finally goes out on top here in the NCAA 14 era. And for Nebraska and Coach Zach, their storybook ending ends in a nightmare as another runner-up season here for the Corn. What a game, what a season, and what an ending to season 15. Baylor gets it done. Coach Flame lifts the trophy. Finally, the legacy is completed. Baylor is on top of the college football world. And they will get the cover for season 16. 34-21 is your final. Thank you guys so much for watching, so much for supporting, and we'll see you in College Football 25. Bang, bang, bang. It's congratulations, Flame. Unbelievable. Flame finally gets it done. You'll be getting the care package. I'll DM you about that a little bit later. NCAA 14 is done. It gives us one last ride. It was a fun one. Nebraska 21, Baylor 34. And the blue square gave us a few good moments here as well. So folks, remember, VOD will come out a little bit later along with the highlights. We'll also have, right after this, after I finalize the natty and post all that stuff, I'll come back on stream. We'll do the raffle, and then we'll decide Team of the Year. So if you want to help decide that, you're more than welcome to join in. And then I'm going to wrap up the season on the back end, and then I'll get the transfer portal out tonight. Don't wait up for it if you are waiting. It might be really long. Like I'm talking like maybe 3 a.m. my time. So don't wait up, folks. But you'll have till 9 p.m. tomorrow my time, so midnight Eastern, to get your submissions in. And what a game here from Baylor, man. I mean, Nick Bratton had himself a day. Only 2 sacks. Had an interception, none of them. A lot of deflection, no. It was just very clean game. And then the fumbles. The fumbles. They had 2 of them. Kicking went 2 for 2. I don't think that other missed kick ended up mattering. Julius Swain, 20 of 28. He had a fantastic day today as well. But I think the run game, averaging only 3 yards a carry for both these guys, just isn't Nebraska football. Tough day here in Indy. Mark Jones had a great day. Davion Tart as well. Boggs got himself that interception. Blair Olson had a great day, but just not enough. 0 for 1 from Dustin Mathis. And that'll do it, folks, here from the NCAA 14 era. Let's look at the players of the game. We'll be back here in a couple of minutes. And just a reminder, if you are just joining us, first time checking us out, you got that gifted sub. I'll be live all next week for the new game. I'll be playing head-to-head. We'll be looking at Dynasty, starting our Team Builder Dynasty. A lot happening here in the SFA. I have every day off next week, so besides Monday, but I'm leaving early. So, yeah, fantastic day, fantastic time. It's the end of an era. It's bittersweet. But congratulations, Flame. I'll let you know about the care package stuff. Thanks for watching. Peace.